Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Dear students, we were dealing with the properties of three states of matter. Means, what were the properties of solids, what were the properties of liquids, and what were the properties of gases. We already know that all these three states of matter are made up of particles what we called as constituent particles. Constituent particles means solid is also made up of constituent particles, liquid is also made up of constituent particles, and gas is also made up of constituent particles. Where lies the difference? Means why we say that solid has got different properties than that of liquid, and liquid has got properties altogether different of a gas. When we say the first property, if every state means solid is also made up of constituent particles, liquid is also made up of constituent particles, and gas is also made up of constituent particles, the first property that we deal is we look into the arrangement, means internal picture of solid, arrangement of constituent particles, means how constituent particles are arranged in three states of matter. When we look into a solid like ice, we find that the constituent particles in case of solid, they are closely packed together. They are closely packed together. The arrangement is like this. Constituent particles are closely packed together, means constituent particles are as close as possible, as close as possible. It is because of this arrangement that solids possess their property which we later deal on, rigidity, definite shape. All these properties are attributed to solid because of this type of internal picture. And later on, we will deal with that these constituent particles are bound together. They are bound together. They are bound together by strong forces. By strong forces means strong intermolecular interactions. Strong intermolecular interactions. Strong binding forces held these constituent particles together, and these strong forces does not allow these constituent particles either to move, either to rotate, either to translate, or either to vibrate, means all degrees of freedom which are accessible for a molecule, these degrees of freedom are seized for these molecules. They are seized. Which seizes the degree of freedom for these molecules? It is the strong binding force that holds the molecules closely together, and these strong forces does not allow these molecules to move in any direction. It is because of this that later on we will deal solids possess definite shape. They are not in a position to change their shape because molecules can't change their positions. Strong binding forces does not allow molecules to move in any possible direction. Later on we will deal the second property. The particles of solids are not, they possess zero diffusing ability, means tendency to undergo diffusion, tendency to undergo diffusion. Diffusion means to move from one region to another region. Their diffusing ability is almost zero. It is being seized. Which seizes the diffusing ability of the constituent particles? It is, the answer is again the strong binding forces does not allow the molecules to move in any direction. Now if we deal with the liquids, liquid is also made up of constituent particles, but when we look into the internal picture of liquid, we find that liquid molecules are to some extent loosely bound, means there are vacant spaces. There are vacant spaces. Later on we will deal interstices, vacant spaces between the what we called as molecules, and the vacant spaces between the liquid molecules, the vacant spaces between the constituent molecules, and again the constituent particles are bound together by weak interactions. Later on we will deal what these weak interactions are. In higher classes we deal these weak interactions like van der Waals interactions, dipole interactions. There are weak interactions between the liquid molecules like hydrogen bonding is there. If we take the example of water, where water molecule, one water molecule is bound to another water molecule by hydrogen bonding type of interaction. And if we want to free these molecules, we have to supply energy. Later on we will deal the evaporation. When we evaporate a liquid molecule, we have to supply energy for evaporating a liquid molecule. What we have to do actually, we have to break these interactions, and the amount of energy later on required to break these interactions, that varies from a liquid to liquid. That is why every liquid does not boil at the same temperature. And this arrangement of constituent particles allows the liquid molecules to some extent what we called as they have got tendency to flow. If one liquid molecule moves, it makes another liquid molecule to move in the same direction. What we call as they have got tendency to flow, that is more correctly called as fluidity of liquids. Liquids possess fluidity. Liquids possess fluidity. Fluidity means they possess tendency to move in a particular direction. Now if we go to the gases, what we find in the gases, we find that the arrangement is like this. Means molecules are as far as possible. The arrangement is this: as far as possible, as far as possible. Molecules are as far as possible. The arrangement is what we call as like this. Almost almost there are zero interactions. Almost there are zero interactions between what we call as liquid molecules. There are almost zero interactions between liquid molecules. And what we later on say that this molecule has got all degrees